Okay, so down at the DIY store, as you see, so normally if I was going to convert upstairs and make it an actual living space, another bedroom if you like, I'd probably use the insulation board, the Celotex, which is what you see behind me in the rafters. Just cut that in. Don't think you can get any better than that, to be honest with you, and then plasterboard afterwards. But I'm not doing that. One thing I will notice if anyone does this sort of thing is make sure you leave a good airflow. Actually, usually work on 50 mils, so from where you have the Tyvek into the room at the back, leave a 50 mil airflow. You can do that with just battening down the side of the rafters, so when you push this in it can't go any further in, and it'll leave that gap. Some people actually I've seen use electrical cable tie P-clips, just pop them in, hammer them in, and then the board can't be pushed any further back. But I'm not going to be doing that. It's quite expensive, and as I've insulated the floor as well, if you're wondering, it's a big loss to the ceiling. I mean, I'd have to say, I think it's about 25% of your heat that you produce goes out through the ceiling. So it is worth doing. What I'm going to use is just a simple, like bubble wrap, foiled bubble wrap. This product here, thermo wrap. And it's so simple, I can just staple that straight to the joists all the way along. The whole way around, keep the cold air from coming. It won't completely, not like with the Celotex boards, but it will make a difference, and having the floor done as well make a big difference. So what a difference saving. And actually I've just seen on a promotion 17 quid a roll. So let's get crack on.
So here we are up in the loft again.
My bedroom.
It's quite big enough actually. Yeah, you've got a TV up here.
Get a bit down the end.
You could.
I'm thinking Zach, or you're thinking me?
I know you. A couple of skylights.
Well, in that case, I need to insulate this completely.
Fireplace
different.
to keep you warm.
You're all heart, darling, all heart.
So Adrian's gone out and bought, I don't know how many rolls of foil insulation.
Thermo wrap.
Thermo wrap.
So as I was explaining in the store, two choices now. If we were going to make this a bedroom, move in up here, we would do this way. And I was saying about using the board. Yep, the Celotex. So this is what I was saying, that you need to have a 50 mil flow of air down. So you would batten your timber, just come away the 50 mil. So every time you press the board in between the rafters, it can't go back any further. And I said, I have actually seen where people put in P-clips that you use when you're doing your electrical cable. Just a few of them down, but all you're trying to do is accidentally stop it being pressed back against the Tyvek. So a 50 mil gap, and then you put your board in. Because I'm not going to, well, I didn't think I was going to be living up here.
Depends how much you keep snoring.
I'm going to use the thermo wrap. Now, just so you know, this is probably equivalent to the, you know, the glass wall that people use. That we are using, in fact, there it is actually, that I lay across the loft. It's probably equivalent about 65 mil. So it's not bad, and it doesn't need to be horrendous because we've insulated the floor as well. The only thing I would say, just as a warning, if you're considering doing this, if you pan around, Cal, you'll see we used to have, it's still there, the aerial for the TV.
Oh, that old thing there.
Yeah, that old thing. That's all coming out. But if you're relying on the TV aerial in your loft, then this won't really work. It will completely cancel out your signal. So just bear that in mind if you're considering doing this. But it's a quick, easy way to do it. Literally just run it down the rafters, staple it in, work your way around. Make sure you completely do it. Don't leave a big gap where you know, the two ends. So it's completely tanked, if you like.
I have a question.
Oh, I hate it when you say that.
No, but I think ahead. What do you do with the joins?
What joins? Tape them. So
You got some tape?
You use a foil tape. So when you always do a 50 mil overlap, and then you run the foil tape along there. Have I got any tape? I didn't buy any. Guess what?
Half job.
I sell vinyl at work. I got my own foil tape. So what was the point of buying it at £6 a roll? Right, okay, I've explained what I'm going to do. Let's crack on. Well, that's the first piece going down. Quite simple to do, as you see. So just literally stapling from the top and working my way down. And just stapling it against the rafters itself. Of course, there's no mess. None of this stuff that you can see here gets in your nose and everything. Oh, horrible stuff. You've got to mask up and everything with this stuff. But insulating with this, as you can see. So I've just stopped for a moment. I've got to just sort out the electrics down there. I'm just going to do that now. And then I can carry on down and then drop another lower layer and drop some new insulation, which I've been and got. There's the roll. And the alcoves here, these are the dormers that go above the bedroom. So I'm going to make them another layer of insulation, and then I'll drop down with the rest of the foil. Right, so these are the alcoves I was telling you about. So in the loft space itself, I think there's 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 of these. I'll have to check. But anyhow, I'm going to just double up again. So although it's insulated, I'll go across the other way and make sure that's lovely and cozy. And then we can just leave alone, because I will be bringing the foil back down these again, but it's just a bit more warmth. But so far, yeah, very easy to do. I mean, it would be easier if there was 2 of you. I'll just come down, because then you can really get it taut if someone's the other end, whereas I'm just having to work my way along. I've stopped at the end there. I've got to remove the aerial. I said we don't use that, so all that needs to go with the cabling. And then I need to actually just cut away those supports, because they're not needed. I mean, they're just belt and braces for the header tank. But the left hand side I can remove, so we can properly cleanly have a passageway down there, and then I can drop to doing the bottom layer. Right, well, that's the second piece down. Slowly coming there. I'm going to do this side now. So I've just removed the aerial and the cable's round there. And then I can put the next silver foil on there. I think actually what I'm going to do first of all, I've got fed up with going over these at the moment. Unfortunately, I can't remove these joists. They are main structure of the roof, so they are staying, as well as it's holding the large water tank. Which sits there. So I think I'm just going to box that off actually a bit nicer, or at least put something on there I can slide back and forth, or I can keep climbing over, and then we can get back to working our way towards the entrance to the loft. Well, right above our en-suites, we've got this Aqualisa shower system. Brilliant system. I was talking to my friend about it, and he really rates them actually. But I'm not sure who put them in, but what a massive cable, as I was saying earlier. It's, yeah, I'm amazed I didn't tidy it up. Maybe there's a reason, but anyhow. So I think I need to clear all this up, and then we can get the rest of the flooring down, and then I can carry on with the foiling. Well, we're slowly getting there. So 2 rows down either side. Thankfully, cut around now. That was horrible, going around that plumbing, making sure I join all up, but that seems fine. Got to sort out the end bit down there and cut around the shower fan that vents out the steam, so I just need to do that. And as you can see, nice and, well, no, I wouldn't say nice and tight, but tight enough. But it's starting to feel ET's home at the moment, like this. But this will make a difference. I mean, actually, it was hot doing this. I can feel the heat already. So now we've got this cold weather coming in. You know, it's still going to be cold up here, but if there's a 5-10 degrees difference, it will make a big difference what's going downstairs. And as you can see, it's all floorboarded, and with the glass wall, which I'm still doing. I've still got 2 more of the dormers, roof dormers to do, just to cut them out. But yeah, we might be nice and warm this year. Right, so I was going to put my workbench up in here, the one I actually had in this chateau, my little workshop, big workshop back then. But this is going to be too big. I don't know if you can see, but even at full width, it's hanging out past the door, and it doesn't need that big. I just need to put certain tools on here to work on. So I might try and adapt this to make a better bench, because this is solid. So let's give it a go. Well, my latest 3D printed items I did last night. In fact, they've come out really well. I've chuffed to bits with those, but you're all thinking, what on earth is he printing now? Can you guess? I'll show you. We're getting this slowly. There's the holder I printed for the batteries, and that's what I printed last night. So now it makes my life so much easier. Literally, when I'm working, put them in. Whatever I want to be doing, how much easier is that? As simple as that. Yeah, slowly we're getting the bench. I can start doing some work now. I just need a list of jobs, but don't say anything. As far as she's concerned, we're nowhere near ready to start doing work yet. While I'm on a roll with the shed or workshop or whatever you want to call it, Matt and I are slowly making it look more like a workshop than a garden shed. I'm just trying to now clear up a few things, and one of them is I'm going to print him off some holders for the batteries for the power tools. So we knocked in a design on the Bambu 3D printer. If I just spin around, you could probably see if I show you what I'm looking to do. And they're on here. We can locate all our batteries, be a lot cleaner and neater. It's amazing actually how much you can use this printer for, just doing things like this on tools, etc. I'm going to do a few things for Carol so she can actually hang her garden tools up. But yeah, as you see, let's get that down to the printer, see how it looks, and fingers crossed it's all going to work. Right, so I've sent the file down there again. As you can see, this is our Bambu X1 carbon printer. We actually use this probably every single day for odds and ends. You'd be surprised how much we've used this. I did the other day for Carol inside her cupboards. I did a screwdriver holder, so you can just drop all her screwdrivers in, and it just keeps it organised. But yeah, it's cooking. And yeah, slowly it's building it up. So if I haven't explained before, it sits there, putting a blade down, and it slowly works its way up, building the elements up that I've programmed upstairs. That's a 5-hour process. But you couldn't really buy this off the shelves, so more than happy. Well, it's following morning, I'm back in at work, and I let this thing print overnight, those DeWalt battery holders for the wall, and well, there you go. Absolutely perfect. That's exactly what I need. I might need to do some more actually. There's quite a few batteries. As you can see, I'll just nail that, screw that, shall I say, to the wall. And that's where it's absolutely ideal, this machine. It really is. So I'm actually going to come up with some ideas. I might actually print something that holds the drills themselves, so I can put them clean off, get them off the tabletop, and put them on the wall. But yeah. So everyone loves a Grinch. You cannot beat that. That for me is one of the Christmas movies to watch. Our machine in the AMS, we have 4 colours we can stow in one go. So in this case, you clearly see we're printing black, white, red and green. It can do all of this in one go without having to keep stopping. It's ready to go. I'm going to send it to the printer. Let's go see how it comes out. Well, the following morning, let's see how our print's looking. Hey, voila. There we go. Exactly as we saw on the screen. Well, let's hope when I turn this over. Perfect. There we go. I can just pop that up on the... Actually, it does look a bit like Carol when she's having her bad days. And that's done all 4 colours from the reel in one go.
So as you can see, there's so many different ways that you can use a 3D printer. It doesn't have to just be for making presents or models or anything like that. You can use it for really practical ways. So you can see that we've literally used it to make a handmade, tailored workshop in our shed. So all of the things that you can make, if you need a certain size, you can print it that size. If you need a certain colour, you can print it that colour. So it just means it's a way of making things personalised to you. So Bambu have actually got a Black Friday deal on at the moment, and you can get up to $250 off of some of their products. So I will leave a link in the description, and I highly recommend that you guys go check it out.